Hi, I'm Joe Sillay with Federal National Commercial Credit, and I'm here today with Mike Anderson. We're both at the National SBIR annual conference or meeting in Portland, Oregon this year. It's a tremendous turnout. We're having a great time at the conference. We're learning a lot, meeting a lot of interesting people. I thought it would be interesting for Federal Nationals readers to learn about ReliAscent and what it is that they do that serves the federal contracting community. Mike, you want to talk a little bit about your company and what you do?
Thank you, Joe. I appreciate that. ReliAscent is a business consulting mainly, and we help small businesses like SBIR firms to do accounting and other back office tasks. So for instance, in a federal contract situation, an SBIR Phase 1 is a fixed price contract. No problem. Most companies can handle that. But when it moves to a Phase 2, the government gets very interested in how the accounting is done. There are specific regulations, there are specific things to do that most people don't understand. That's where we come in. We do it for them, make sure they're compliant, make sure that they can focus on what makes their business successful.
That's very interesting. Now, Mike, you guys are visiting here today from Denver, right?
That's correct. We're in Colorado.
You're in Colorado, but I think what's important to note here is that Mike's company, ReliAscent, is interested in serving clients all over the country, and that's a little bit unusual in this space. Why don't you talk a little bit about your footprint and the clients you serve that are at a distance to you?
We live in an electronic world today, so there are things that are done virtually all over the country, and we're no different. We operate with fax, we operate with email, we use things like GoToMeeting, Skype, so we can meet with people anywhere, anytime. We can do their accounting anywhere, anytime. We have clients from Florida to Washington, from San Diego to Boston. We even have a client in Canada and another client in Nairobi, Kenya.
Nairobi, that's a long way. Yeah. Now, are they doing federal work?
They are. The folks in Nairobi are actually working on a contract to research famine for the Department of Health.
Yes. Interesting. Well, one other thing too. Let's talk about the size of the customer that you serve. Talk about size ranges. A lot of people think that financial consulting and accounting consulting is really for big companies, and that only big companies can afford these kinds of services. Can you speak to that a little bit?
You bet. We serve companies from the one-person company all the way up to we've got a client that's probably got a little over 100 employees. So traditionally what the government calls a small business is less than 500 employees, but our sweet spot is probably 100 employees and smaller. Because these are companies that can't afford to hire an expert in contract administration, can't afford to hire an expert in accounting. We have those people. We can do that on an outsourced basis for them on a part-time basis.
That's good to know. That's good to know. At Federal National, we've tried to become a resource for the federal contracting and the small business community on issues related to financing and running their business. And many of you viewers out there have seen our blog and some of the items, the videos, the white papers, the blog entries that we've put out there. I was looking yesterday at ReliAscent's blog, and they really have a lot of very excellent information there as well. They're working on that whole information resource side of things too. It's completely free. It's out there for anybody who'd like to look at it. Mike, what's your blog address there?
You can get to it by going to our regular website, which is www.reliascent. That's ReliAscent.com. And then right at the top, there's a drop-down menu for the blog, goes right to it.
That's great. I know you'll enjoy looking at some of the entries Mike has in there. Thanks for watching.